Knowledge is the measure of the mechanic. It's the cup, goes through the trim, and then the raspberry operates. Steel balls, drive shaft, drive base, crankshaft, flywheel timing, marbles, oil pan, crankshaft, oil seal. Let me tell you about the piston pins. The floating piston pin is retained by spring steel lock rings, which should
No air conditioning for sure.
If they are removed for any reason. And
My brother and I were playing that car.
new piston pins are available in standard size.
We'd play hide and seek. There was a wonderful down to something
Pins for cast steel pistons are long and painted pink. For identification, they're painted pink. The piston pins are painted pink for identification. Later production engines use cap screws, which can be substituted for studs on engines not so equipped.
There's cotton balls all over the place.
Oh, do not use gasoline or kerosene to clean the sleeve walls after the honing operation. Do not use solvents of this type. Renew worn and damaged parts. Operate the hone through the ball with 12 complete strokes. Operate the hone through the ball with 10, 12 complete strokes. Sleeve with dry rags.
Grade school was a 57, 54,
and recheck the piston fit.
a big blue white wall. Big white wall.
Only the idle Mrs.
Oh, it sounded so good. It sounded like a drag race.
The idle mixture jet and main needle nozzle of the calibration of models TSX241A and TSX241B are renewable. Cup, shim, thrust bearing, fork base, upper race, steel balls, drive shaft, ball bearing base, drive gear. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about the lower race and bearing assembly. That's what I'm talking about. Remove the water pump. And I'm talking about the cooling system. To remove pump, drain, cooling system, and remove fan belt. Remove four cap screws holding fan, and move that fan assembly toward the radiator core to clear the bum. Yeah. Good Lord. Signal ahead. Intersections ahead. Turns and curves. Certain signs are posted before turns and curves. The shape of the arrow tells you what to expect. Right and left turns coming. Road curves to the right and left. Road curves to the right. Right turn ahead. Winding road ahead.
First family vacation. Second
Best car ever had.
Wallet, Colorado.
The most reliable car ever was a
Probably
car bought from an eminent musicologist, Dr. Alexander Ringer.
Ted Starks later on.
He was reluctant to give it up
About the first time.
because it was such a reliable car. It was getting a little bit old. It was pretty rusty.
16 years ago.
Nothing possible. Even the worst winters of Illinois could not keep that car from running. Unfortunately, there was no windshield wiper on the driver's side.
So my dad was trying to throw his can
To the grocery store, or even to dancing. That's about as far as I ever went. I'd always check the weather report. 'Cause
Slippery
every time
pavement.
it had the rain, either the passenger or the driver would have to stick his head out the window. Or we'd have to stop every 10 miles off to the side of the road, wipe the windshield,
When you reach
and resume driving.
the trail ridge road,
All roads are slippery and dangerous when wet.
almost
Or
as if you can't breathe.
You would perhaps have to wear goggles in order to keep the rain from getting into your eyes.
All of the clouds.
This sign warns of conditions.
Transmission. Of course, the push buttons were on the window side, so you can work the transmissions while you had your head out the window. It was really great. It was really convenient. It wasn't bad if it was snowing, because it never turned to water.
This sign warns of conditions that can cause you to lose control of your car. You should slow down because it takes a long time to stop on slippery pavement.
And steer. No problem.
Downgrade.
Spring was really hell.
This sign warns you of a dangerous hill. It may be very long or steep, or it may have sharp curves. Slow down before you start down the hill. Slow down. Slow down before you start down the hill.
Narrow bridge! No passing. Change in direction. This sign warns you of a change in direction or narrowing of the road. You may find several of these signs,
You know, it was about
you know,
maybe I was
on the outside
16 or so because I was just beginning to drive. And you could go up.
of a sharp curve when you're about 16 or so.
It was really a great stretch.
It can be a great stretch of
I lived in a house in Oregon.
Can't imagine.
And between us, we used to have metal cars, a Mercedes, a BMW, TI, 1972, Mercedes, BMWs, but in the winter, the only car that ran was the 64. That was literally the only car that would ever run. And anytime anything went wrong, we always went to that same Kmart. It never costed more than $20 in repairs. just to keep the car running. Best car I ever owned.
Adjust breaker contacts. By loosening the two hold-down screws and turning the eccentric screw. Steel against the tang. Wide side. The tang on the wide side of the distributor shaft. Then
2 days straight, just yelled at each other the whole time.
rotate the shaft until the scale is a quarter of an inch from the near edge of the small I'm talking about the near edge of the small mounting hole. You see what I'm saying? I hear you, baby. With the shaft in this position, the contact should be just starting to open. Move the adjustment plate on the left side of the distributor to advance the timing. Too retard. They're timing! If proper timing is not obtained on your first attempt, turn the shaft backwards a quarter turn. Eliminate backlash. And then repeat the check.
Then there was a time at Ragdale when Morgan ruined my battery. He left the side door open and totally destroyed the cells. Luckily, Sylvia
Rotor. Thrust washer.
Yeah, thanks, Morgan. That was a great car.
Insert the key. Turn to engage start
Only left me walking.
while stepping on the gas.
Great family.
Carburetor.
As the ignition system and fuel system collaborate with spark and fuel, the crankshaft turns, moving the pistons up and down inside the cylinder chamber. This motion continues at a speed which is determined by the amount of spark and fuel expelled by the driver. Flat tire? When tire is deflated, first remove the stem cap and blow into the valve until inflated. Or you may wish to use a jack to raise. Then remove the tube, patch it, and fully inflate. In the meantime, you may prefer to replace the deflated one
It was just like losing an old friend.
with a spare. Le monde a le soir, le train s'en va.